They refuse God can be a man, but look, their God is a transformer. They refuse to believe in the incarnation, but their God do incarnation. They refuse God to be a man, but their God have fingers, have 5 fingers on every hand, and he have 2 hands in the right side of his shoulder, which is very funny and very stupid. They refuse God to be a man, but the only difference between the false Messiah, which a man, and their God is one eye. Cowards. Potatoes. And we here, we fry you. How Jesus can be God? Well, give me a reason he cannot be God. How Jesus can be just a man? He live where he live? He live in heaven now. Okay, who live in heaven? God. Who else? Jesus. Is Muhammad there? No. Is Abraham there? No. Is Moses there? No. Only God and Jesus together there. What they are doing there? They are playing chess. Why Jesus? Why everybody is born? He have a father, but not Jesus. Do you know why the Quran says that Jesus is holy in chapter 19, verse number 19? You Muslim, you say to us how God can be born of a vagina, trying to insult Jesus, right? But yet your Quran confirmed that you are stupid, because if he's born of a vagina and that will make him not holy, so why the Quran call him holy? And look at this stupid God. In the judgment day, Allah will come to the Muslims and he will play hide and seek. He will come to them in the shape of a Zakir Naik. Allah will come in a shape of a brother Zakir Naik, brother. And Allah will say to the Abdul, brother Tither, I am your Lord. The Muslim, they will look at him, man, this guy, this is not what we are expecting. We are so disappointed now. They will say to him, you are not our Lord. Why they will say you are not our Lord? Because they don't like his shape. The Muslims are like a chicken, baby chickens who just came out of the egg. Anything walk in the front of them, they think this is mommy. You reject your God just because he changed his shape. What's wrong with the shape of Allah? He looked like Zakir Naik or like Christian Prince, which is the same anyway. But I think Zakir Naik is more handsome. I have to be honest. Do you see how they play the game? He start calling you, trying supposedly how you believe Jesus is God. Jesus is holy. Jesus is perfect. Jesus is alive. Everybody is dead. Jesus forgives sin. Jesus conquered death. Jesus is everything you can imagine God can be. Name for me one thing your God can do compared to Jesus. None. If your God Allah can do what Jesus can do, why he did not do any miracle to Muhammad? Why Allah did not make the blind see in the time of Muhammad? Why Allah did not make the dead walk in the time of Muhammad? Why all those miracles are given to Jesus if he is just a prophet, as the Muslim they lie, and they say by the permission of Allah. You're right. I can now claim that all the miracles given to Jesus is given from me, Christian Prince. I gave him permission. You're right. This is a claim you cannot prove. You have a false God. Fufu, Suso, Shusho, Humu. And here, if we look together, you will see the Muslims, they will kick the ass of Allah. May Allah protect his ass, and I hope he have an insurance over his ass. Allah will come to them in a shape other than they knew, and will say, brother sister, I am your Lord. They will say, we seek refuge with Allah from you. Hello, you are not our Lord. What a drama. What the heck? The Muslims, they will say to Allah, we seek refuge from thee by Allah, which means they think he is a devil, because the Quran says that when you see the devil, you seek refuge. When the devil inspire you, you seek refuge by Allah. So the Muslims here, they believe that Allah is the devil just because he changed his shape. And Allah, he says to them, please, please, I am Allah, trust me. As I said, change my shape, I'm coming to you today in different shape. And the Muslim, the Abdul, will look at him. Change his shape. You think you can fool us? We watched the cartoon. It's called Layla and the Wolf. We know you cannot be Allah. You must be the wolf. You think you can fool us? We are smart. We are Muslims from Pakistan. We are Muslim from Indonesia. Takbir. I challenge the Muslim to tell me why you are rejecting your Allah shape. What was the problem? He have a tail. He have a broken teeth. You don't like his hairstyle. He have extra foot. His hands was in the wrong location. They are not in the right side as you are being told. Why you are rejecting Allah's shape? What's wrong? Who is the Muslim wanna call me and tell me what was the problem so we can fix it for you, brother? You see, they made fun of you believing in Jesus, but the potatoes, they have a God who is a physical being. And by the way, take a note, Christians, Jews, Hindus, Buddhas, the God of Islam has no spirit and he is not a spirit. Let us repeat together, guys, so you will not forget. The God of Islam has no spirit and he is not a spirit. He is a physical being. This is what the Muslims believe. So now, based on this, we have a status. You see, the Muslim, they say to us, our God do not need to eat, same as rocks. So what does that mean? Rocks don't eat. Rocks don't have a spirit because they are not alive. Who is a Muslim would like to call me and he will try to shout over me to cover the shame of Islam? What make Jesus God? What make him not to be God? You see, if we ask the Muslims, they say that Allah is the one who gave him the power. Obviously, your God is stupid because he gave him too much power to the point he made us think he's God. If the point of making us believing in Jesus as a messenger, will your God Allah he fail? If Jesus cannot resurrect people from death, if Jesus cannot heal the blind, if Jesus cannot walk in water, if Jesus cannot control nature, if Jesus cannot forgive sin, if Jesus cannot, then we cannot believe that he is God. So if you claim that your God is the one who gave him the power, obviously your God, he have a stupid plan. Instead of making us believing in Jesus as a messenger, he just failed. He made us believe that Jesus must be God. That's mean your God is stupid. Why Jesus giving all this power if he is not God? Is it my fault to believe Jesus is God now? When I ask him why your God Allah squeezed Muhammad 3 times, he said this is silly. I agree. Guys, don't you agree? Don't you agree that Allah he squeezed Muhammad 3 times, squeezing him like a mayonnaise? And yet Muhammad he have no idea what's happening. So why you squeeze him? Do Allah knew that a squeezing will not solve the problem? If God, if Allah is God, do he knew the future? Okay, why you squeeze him then? Here we go. Muhammad, he went to his wife and he is like, I don't know what's wrong with me, cover me, and he started snoring like a camel. So why you squeeze him? You scared the hell of the guy. What was the point of squeezing the man? You did not make him understand. You did not make him listen. And the top of that, you terrified the hell of him. If this story is true.